high pressure situations, one of the most important things is to have a shot process where you don't know exactly when the arrow is going off. You just have a process where you're pulling through the shot and the shot breaks. So it's a surprise shot. So you put the pin on the target. I use a thumb trigger.
Yeah.
I
do too.
I use a thing called an Onyx clicker.
Okay.
And the reason why I use the Onyx clicker is like a hinge. It gives you a 2-stage of the trigger, right? So as I'm at full draw, I put slight pressure and I hear a click. And that click means it's ready to go off with more pressure. So I've gone through stage 1. Now stage 2 is just concentrating on the shot process and knowing it's going to break. And then there's no flinching. There's no tweak. There's no the thing that people do when they have a finger trigger. They twitch because your body is anticipating the shock of the bow. And when you're doing that, you can be off by 6 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, all over the place because you're moving. You're moving while you're shooting. When you're doing it with a rifle, it's very different because obviously a rifle's far faster.
Yeah.
And then you have a scope, so you're zoomed in, many magnifications, and all you have to do is just slowly squeeze. And if you're smart, you'll be prone, or you'll have your rifle rested on a tripod or something where you have a good steady. It's much easier. With a bow, it's very different because you're holding it with your arm, so you have to have the proper form, you have to have the proper posture, and then there's this thought process. And my friend Joel Turner, who is a sniper, created a whole system for people called Shot IQ. He's got this whole online system of developing the proper execution of a shot. When you see like tournament archers, when they go to Vegas, so what a Vegas tournament is, you have 3 targets. And they have to shoot 30 arrows at a time. So they shoot 10 in this one, 10 in that one, 10 in this one. And the really good archers score an X every time. So they're in the center or close to the center. They're hitting the 10 ring every arrow for 30 arrows in a row. And then there's round after round, another 30 hours with new people, another 30 hours. And if you miss slightly, you get a 9, that's it. You're done. Because all these other guys are not going to get a 9. Very rarely will they. So it's the most 10s that you can get. And the best way to do that is with a surprise shot. So these guys have like these long stabilizers on their bow where they keep it totally steady.